Welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today. We're tackling what is, without a doubt, one of the most massive, absolutely crucial challenges of our time, feeding a rapidly changing world. Today, we're exploring the frontiers of agricultural biotechnology. It's this fascinating space where biology literally meets cutting-edge technology, completely rethinking how we grow our food. Because, here's the high-stakes problem we're up against. How do we actually feed a growing planet without destroying it? We're facing a booming global population that's demanding more food than ever, throw in severe climate change impacts, and shrinking vital resources like arable land and fresh water, and, well, traditional farming methods alone just aren't going to cut it. We desperately need a new approach. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the future of farming. 2, inside the biotech toolbox. 3, modern tech upgrades. 4, weighing pros and cons. And finally, 5, feeding tomorrow's world. All right, let's start with Section 1, the future of farming. Introducing green biotechnology. So what exactly are we talking about here? Well, agricultural biotechnology, which is often called green biotechnology, is basically the incredible application of science to improve the plants, animals, and microorganisms we use in farming. What's so amazing about this field is how it merges genetics and microbiology. And it's not just to boost food production, but to actively reduce our environmental footprint. So it's really about growing healthier crops while actually protecting the planet at the same time. Which brings us right to Section 2, inside the biotech toolbox, 6 core technologies. I actually love using this toolbox metaphor because it takes a pretty heavy scientific subject and breaks it down into practical, manageable tools. So here's a rapid-fire overview of what we've got at our disposal. The toolbox includes genetic engineering, plant tissue culture, marker-assisted selection, biofertilizers, biopesticides, and livestock biotechnology. Each of these 6 distinct areas offers a totally unique solution to those massive global agricultural challenges we just talked about. Let's look a bit closer at a few of these. First up, plant tissue culture. Instead of just planting a seed in a field and, hoping for the best, scientists can actually cultivate plant cells in completely sterile laboratory conditions. This allows for the rapid multiplication of plants that are entirely disease-free. Through micropropagation, we get uniform year-round production. And amazingly, this tool is actually being used right now to save rare and endangered plant species from extinction. It's kind of like a high-tech botanical rescue mission. And that leads us perfectly into genetic engineering. This is the direct modification of an organism's DNA to introduce highly desirable traits. The real-world applications here are just fascinating. For example, we've got Bt cotton, which is engineered to naturally resist insect pests. We have golden rice, brilliantly enriched with vitamin A to help tackle global nutritional deficiencies. And we even have new maize varieties developed specifically to survive severe droughts. So this science isn't just in a lab, it directly connects to the food on your dinner plate. Now, for decades, agriculture has had a really heavy chemical dependency. But the biotech toolbox offers biological solutions instead. Rather than relying on synthetic chemicals, we have biofertilizers. These are living microorganisms like rhizobium or mycorrhizal fungi that naturally improve soil fertility. And we've got biopesticides like neem-based products or Bt, which control pests but are totally environmentally friendly. They have target-specific action and vastly reduce chemical runoff into our water, a real game changer. But hey, biotechnology isn't just about flora. It applies equally to fauna, too. Livestock biotechnology is a massive part of this whole field. By utilizing techniques like artificial insemination and embryo transfer, we can achieve remarkable genetic improvements. The tangible benefits are huge here. We're talking increased milk production, better meat quality, and enhanced disease resistance for the animals. Let's move right into Section 3, modern tech upgrades, the next generation. We are looking at a really futuristic triad of high-tech advancements here. First up, genome editing. Technologies like CRISPR-Cas9 act as microscopic genetic scissors, enabling incredibly precise modifications to DNA. Actually, fun fact, CRISPR operates so efficiently that it turns processes that used to take years of crossbreeding into something we can achieve in just months. Next is genomics, using whole genome sequencing to map the exact genes tied to crucial agricultural traits. And finally, precision agriculture. This is that incredible space where biological science combines with digital tech to completely optimize management right on the farm. Now, working hand in hand with these genomic tools is marker-assisted selection, or MAS. Think of MAS as a VIP fast-tack pass for breeding. Instead of waiting an entire season for a plant to grow just to see if it has the trait you want, MAS uses molecular markers to identify desirable genetic traits right at the DNA level. The crucial point here is that this drastically speeds up breeding programs for disease-resistant and stress-tolerant crops. It increases selection accuracy and honestly significantly reduces overall breeding costs.
Okay, move into section 4, weighing pros and cons, a balanced look.
To truly understand this industry, we have to look at the full picture. The advantages are pretty undeniable, right? Higher crop yields, enhanced nutrition, lower ecological impact. However, the hurdles are very real. The industry faces massive research and development costs, strict regulatory restrictions, and, of course, profound public concerns regarding GMOs. Plus, there are really complex intellectual property and ecological risks that absolutely have to be managed. When we look specifically at the environment, that duality continues. The positive impacts are vast. We're actively reducing pesticide use, improving soil health, conserving water, and lowering greenhouse gas emissions. But, and this is a really critical caveat, all of this requires strict biosafety management. Careful oversight is absolutely essential to ensure these powerful tools don't cause any unintended ecological effects. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, Feeding Tomorrow's World, the Path Forward. Why does all this matter? Well, it matters because the stakes literally couldn't be higher. Agricultural biotechnology has become our absolute primary scientific tool for climate change adaptation. By developing crops that can tolerate drought, soil salinity, and extreme temperatures, these tools are what will actually ensure global food security. Beyond just survival, they increase productivity, drive economic development, and actively improve farmer incomes worldwide. So it leaves us with a pretty profound question. As technology continues to evolve, where will we draw the line between nature and innovation? We possess the tools to reshape our food systems and survive a changing climate, but navigating the balance between laboratory engineering and natural ecosystems, that's going to be the defining challenge of our future. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this sparks your curiosity to keep exploring the amazing science feeding our world.